I'm Brittany Ellis, the current chair of the CAEP Geriatric Emergency Medicine Committee, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our annual report. This year has been a year of growth for our committee as we welcomed two new positions. Dr. Alice Gray stepped up to be our continuing professional development and education lead, and Dr. Rebecca Shonop, our memberships and communications lead. Both have been busy contributors, as you will see in the future slides. Additionally, I would just like to take a moment to recognize the outstanding contributions members of our committee have made to geriatric emergency care across Canada. Many have been recognized with promotions and other titles. For example, Dr. Kayla Furlong is the new Provincial Geriatric Emergency Medicine Lead for Newfoundland and our current Vice Chair. Dr. Don Milady and Dr. Deb Eagles both were critical in the inception of this committee, and Dr. Milady has recently been recognized as professor at the University of Toronto, as well as his outstanding contributions to geriatric emergency medicine around Canada and the world, with the Mount Sinai Dr. Don Milady Chair in Geriatric Emergency Medicine. Dr. Savannah Foster, our committee secretary, is the new medical lead for seniors health and community virtual care for Island Health BC. Dr. Alice Gray has been awarded the Director of Education, and Dr. Tessa Ringer, the Medical Director for the Seniors Emergency Medicine Centre at University Health Network in Toronto. Dr. Priyank Bhatnagar, our current resident lead who will be finishing his residency, is moving into an important role as the geriatric lead for North York General Hospital Emergency Department. Dr. Adrienne Brousseau continues to be a leader in care, both in geriatric emergency medicine and across her department in Sherbrooke, as well as the province of Quebec. Dr. Douglas Sinclair is an esteemed leader in healthcare across Canada and continues to also advocate for care of older people through work with eMpower and through CAEP and beyond, which will be highlighted later. In addition to the committee changes, there's also been a new meeting format, which has been overwhelmingly received positively from all attendees. Previously, we had a 1-hour meeting, which underwent a traditional course. Now, we meet 3 to 4 times a year for an hour and a half. The first 30 minutes, however, is about networking and education, led by geriatric EM leaders, researchers, and affiliates, including Allied Health, from across the country. As alluded to earlier, Dr. Alice Gray has been busy in her new role as CPD and education lead. She has led the geriatric EM CPD course for CAEP, which has now delivered 5 successful virtual courses and educated over 140 clinicians from across Canada and some even internationally. Our first in-person course will be offered in September 2025, and we are proud to be able to adapt the course to your department or to offer larger scale courses which individual members can sign up for. If you're interested, please check out our website, which is found at the bottom of this slide. Dr. Rebecca Shonop has been busy in her new role with the creation, design, and distribution of our new geriatric emergency medicine newsletter. It was received with great success and is also available on our committee webpage on the CAEP website. Additionally, we have been long-standing active contributors to the CAEP National Rounds and continue to do so. There is an upcoming National Grand Rounds in winter 2025 on frailty and the important role it plays in emergency department care and patients. Keep your eyes peeled for the webinar email from CAEP in the future. Committee members continue to take active and leading roles in CAEP Conference. Dr. Don Milady and Adrienne Brousseau have led the introduction of the Learning Expo, as well as continue to lead its production in CAEP, including in Saskatoon. I myself have been fortunate to be the local scientific chair and will be taking on the national chair role for 2025 and 2026. Additionally, our committee members have significant participation throughout the conference, including in the Learning Expo, poster presentations, and didactic sessions. Our members also make large contributions to the IFEM, the International Federation for Emergency Medicine Geriatric Special Interest Group. This group was founded by Dr. Don Milady, who has now moved on to be the current chair of the Clinical Practice Committee. I currently act as the secretary for the group. Dr. Adrienne Brousseau is the communications lead, and over 14 of our EM committee members participate in the IFM special interest group. Additionally, we take advocacy in care of older people very seriously. We were lucky to be able to participate in the EM Power statement on the future of emergency care, and our submission was included as an appendix, as well as key points throughout. Older people play a critical role in the future of emergency care, and this was recognized in the recent National Forum on the EM Power work, as well as repeatedly throughout the document. Members of our committee also engage in other CAEP groups, including the Public Affairs Committee, Research Committee, the First 5 Years in Emergency Medicine, and Women in Emergency Medicine groups. We participate in social media and popular media in order to get our messages out and to encourage the public's awareness of this important issue. That's all I have time for now. Please join us by signing up on our website or contacting us at the email below. We're always looking for new members